ready?
Of course.
Drum roll, please.
We finished at the same time.
Yeah. My guest today, he introduced the podcast, started by making a name for himself as a drums teacher, and soon after, along with his brother, successful owners of a music school. Then what happens? COVID lockdowns. This is where it gets interesting. What did he do with all this free time? After lingering in his heart and mind for quite a while, the time was finally right to bring his vision to life and create a unique teaching method for drums, the Drum Path, which was published in August 21st, 2021, was born. Where did he go from there? Moving to Dubai to officially establish the Drum Path, school and accreditation. It's been a whirlwind ever since, so let us beat into the drumming world of my extraordinary guest, Patrick Abdo.
Thank you so much for that beautiful introduction.
I'm so happy to have you here, Patrick. I'm used to calling you Patrick, so I'm going to call you Patrick because you were with me right from the beginning. So it's very special for me to have you here.
I'm very happy to be your guest today. I'm very happy.
Yeah, you are an extraordinary person. So as we mentioned in the introduction, you're a drums player, but why drums? Why not piano? Why not guitar? Why not the trombone? I don't know.
That's a good question. Actually, I started first with piano.
Oh, you did?
And I learned it for 2 years, but didn't find myself with the instrument. So luckily, my brother, who's a guitarist and a multi-instrumentalist, he's also a singer, DJ.
Mitch.
Mitch.
Yeah.
So he was and still is into music. So he asked my parents to buy him a drum set, and we were young. So at that time I was maybe 9 years and a half, and my brother 13 and a half.
Right.
And they got him the drum set.
Okay.
Little did he know that I was gonna be the one who would be very interested in that instrument.
Oh, I don't know this story.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he started first learning on his own and like self-taught.
Yeah.
And I was looking at him the whole time until one time he invited his band to the house, and they were playing a song I remember very well. It was Master of Puppets by Metallica.
Okay.
And the drummer couldn't get the intro, so it was a bit
oh, really?
it was a bit difficult. I remember. And
they were 13 at the time? 15?
Yeah, 13.
Okay.
Not even. So, and the drummer couldn't get the intro and then asked to go to the bathroom.
Okay.
It's a true story. So
right.
I asked my brother, can I try it with you? He said, okay.
Yeah.
So while the drummer was in the bathroom, I was able to play the intro from the first time correctly.
Wow.
And the whole band were looking like this, like, what did just happen?
Yeah.
So after this, he told me, my brother, we need to talk after that band practice.
Yeah.
And they continued with the drummer. And when they left, he told me, I think if you learn that instrument, you can do so much.
Yeah.
And here we are.
So what a bathroom break that changed destiny.
Honestly, who would have thought? But yeah.
So what connects you to drums? What is it about drums that connects you to them?
I'm still discovering myself. So not long time ago, I gave a master class in Egypt.
Yeah.
That was under the title of Why Do We Play the Drums?
Okay.
And I told everyone that it's okay not to know why we do it. Maybe we do it because we love it, or we feel like we want to try it. But with time, you will discover more why you keep on doing it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about starting, it's about keep on doing it.
Yeah.
I'm still discovering myself, but I find that, I don't know, it's a special instrument. And lately it's becoming very popular, more than other instruments.
They say that it has kind of like a hypnotic feel, kind of like a transcendental, like you're transported into another world when you play the drums. Do you feel that way?
Maybe. I cannot explain the feeling.
Okay.
All I know is that I always think about how to improve the experience of drumming. This is what I'm maybe, let's say, I'm dreaming of.
Right.
I always like to enhance the experience of using that instrument.
So is this what inspired you to write this new drumming,
Yeah.
what do you call it, drumming teaching method or drumming learning
The drum
method?
program. So
Okay, the drum program.
and the drum path, which is a program that I started. Actually, I started a little bit before Corona,
Yeah.
but Corona helped me enhance or speed the process.
Yeah, because you had
And
more time
Yeah, I remember everyone were panicking about Corona. All I was doing was
working on the drum
yeah,
path.
making sure to finish that program.
Yeah.
And that's it. So for me, I wanted to keep something for future generations to benefit from,
Okay.
like to use to learn that instrument. And I didn't know that it would get that it will be that used.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people are using it. Schools around the world. It's
What's-
a beautiful experience.
What's different about this program than the previous one?
Okay, so I used something that I think it was kind of a risk, but it turned out to be a good move,
Mm-hmm.
which was every page in that book is a chapter. So instead of having hundreds of exercises per chapter, I only chose 2 or 3 maximum.
Oh, okay.
And I asked the student to play these exercises from the slowest to the fastest. So instead
Oh.
of having a lot of exercises, let's
Right.
focus on 2 or 3.
Excelling.
But, yeah, make sure
Right.
to make them as fast as possible.
Right.
And this motivated the students so much,
Right.
especially when they check that first speed that they do for that
Oh, I
exercise.
see. Okay.
They
Right.
finish 40 BPM. BPM means beats per minute.
Right.
Then after they try 50 beats per minute, 60. So
Oh.
the feeling of checking
Okay.
motivated a lot of students of all ages, not
So-
only
So
young,
like running faster and faster and faster, so to
and
say.
achieving.
Yeah.
It gave a sense of achievement
Oh,
to the
okay.
people that are learning in that program.
So good feedback from it.
Yeah, and
Okay.
it's becoming more and more used. Let's say this
Right.
word nowadays.
So why are people enjoying drums so much? Why is it becoming more and more popular?
I was asking the same question
Mm-hmm.
to myself. I started to notice that people love the motion the most,
Okay.
like how we move around the instrument. I thought first about how it sounds like rhythm, but I see a lot of good drummers that do so well with drums, but are very cold
Mm-hmm.
and they don't get their share. And the drummers that move around the instrument so much are the ones that are getting the most fame.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And who are the famous drummers that you're talking about?
I'm not talking about old drummers. I'm talking
Right.
about new generation drummers.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Like the TikTok drummers or Instagram drummers.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The new crowd
Yeah,
that's coming up.
the new generation. Yeah.
I personally have a new appreciation for drumming because you taught my son Theo,
Yes.
and because you have to use both your hands, both your feet.
True.
Like there's a lot of coordination that you don't realize until you see it right in front of you.
Yeah, it's true. It requires a lot of brain activity, and
Yeah.
it's not an easy instrument. But at the same time, once you get used to it, it becomes much easier. So
Okay. It
well,
sinks in.
Yeah, because
Okay.
first you're used to, maybe if I want to hold that mug, I'm used to holding it with the right hand.
Right.
But if you start practicing holding it with the left hand, the first couple of times maybe your hand shakes or something.
Yeah, it's a bit
But later
different.
on it becomes easy.
Ah,
So
okay.
same with drums. Like at first, holding it or playing with the right hand is something.
Mm-hmm.
Then when you start playing with the left hand, it becomes maybe hard for right-handed drummers,
Yeah.
of course. And then after they get used to it,
Okay.
it becomes much easier. Same
Yeah, with
the feet.
practice.
Yeah.
With practice. So you took the drum path and you registered it in Dubai.
Yes. Yeah.
So what made you choose Dubai to do this?
You want the true story or the? So I'll say it in that way.
Okay.
We were comparing the options between Dubai and Saudi Arabia.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so
Okay.
it was much more expensive to open it in Saudi Arabia.
Okay, that was before it opened up
Yeah,
also, right?
so that's why we chose Dubai.
Oh, very as
Little
simply
did
as
we
that.
know
Yeah.
that it was the best. Now, of course, with time, Saudi will reach that place, but already Dubai already has a big crowd and
Yeah.
a lot of people, and Saudi is on that way as well.
Yeah.
So both countries will be booming above
Yeah.
the roof. But
Right.
it was good to start with Dubai since it was already like the process was easy and everything.
Yeah.
But we didn't think of it that much.
Okay. What happened?
Uh, we compared the options, and we decided to start with Dubai. But of course, the day will come where we will have a foot in Saudi Arabia as well.
Okay.
So we'll see. We'll leave it to time.
I know from what you used to tell us, you worked so hard. Like it's as though Dubai is like a 24-hour kind of entrepreneurial journey.
Yes.
How are you able to keep up? Because obviously we need to sleep. You can't do this. But I used to feel like you moving about 24 hours.
It was and still is a very difficult experience.
Right.
Now, with more exposure, more stress, and more pressure, more work. So the ones that work up to that stress are the ones that get a share of the market there.
Okay. So you're dedicated.
I had to. I didn't have the option, or else we couldn't continue there. It's a big place to have a school or any business.
Yeah, because you opened a school there also. It's not just about Drum Path certification, right?
Yes, and now, of course, with hard work and with, let's say, with God's power as well, we were lucky to have our name there and to grow. And
established.
To be established. And with growth, you can recruit people and you can build a team where you can start maybe resting a bit or focusing on other stuff.
Yeah.
So
between brackets, this is the first time that you come back to Lebanon for quite a long period of time, and since
after 2 years. After 2 years of nonstop. Now, of course, in those 2 years, I visited Lebanon for I think 13 or 14 times. But the maximum days I stayed in Lebanon was like 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, it was very quick every time.
So every time I used to come, it was like for a weekend, maximum like two days. You don't get to rest. Actually, it's more tiring than settling for a bit more. So now I was lucky to stay for a bit more. So my trip this time is for 24 days. So I feel like I'm.
We're lucky you were able to pass by here today.
I'm very happy as well to be here, and now that we have a team, I have the flexibility to come. Plus, I have a lot of projects to work on here. So I did it like 2 in 1. So
always having visions and goals for the future.
Always.
Yeah. Such as, can you share something with us?
Grow the name, have more schools to teach in the program, and becoming not only a drum brand, but becoming a music brand or a name.
I was just going to say, right.
Yeah, like a lot of
a household name.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's see. We're doing our best, and let's see what the future holds for us. So.
Where do you get your inspiration from?
Another good question. There's an energy that I cannot explain that keeps me moving. I don't have like a clear answer, but sometimes I sleep for 3 hours for days, not only for a day or two, maybe sometimes for a month non-stop. And I keep on pushing. I believe that there is an energy that I cannot explain that comes from above to keep me pushing. And I'm someone that I barely drink alcohol. I don't smoke. I've never tried it.
Yeah.
And even energy drinks, I don't drink energy drinks. I don't drink coffee.
Okay.
So sometimes, like maybe once.
The power of the mind, I guess.
That's why there's something that is much stronger than me that keeps me pushing and telling me like, you'll get there, or you have to do this and that. So
What would you tell somebody that wants to learn drums? Like, what do they need to expect? What do they have to put into it to learn and become a drummer?
Okay. Now I've heard a lot of people saying that there's no space in the house, or the instrument is very loud, or I don't have the finances because it costs to learn such an instrument. But I have an answer to each of those questions. Like now with the technology, we have the electric drums, which saves us so much noise,
Mm-hmm.
so that you can
Especially
practice.
for the neighbors.
Yeah, definitely, so that you can practice at any time.
Yeah.
And for the finances, I know so many people that are. You can buy any drum set for so cheap.
Mm-hmm.
If you put your mind to it, you can get it. And with the power of internet, you can start discovering that instrument more. Because I've met so many self-taught drummers,
Mm-hmm.
and it's impressive how good they are.
You can sell your program online, am I
Yeah,
right?
yes,
So
yes. I have courses online. I have videos that I have for free on YouTube,
right.
and the books. The
Yeah.
books that are, by the way, because there are two books.
Yeah.
The
There's
drum
one,
path,
and the
yeah.
second one is for professionals.
Yes, the
Right.
drum path from zero to advanced, the
Mhm.
first one, and the second one, the drum path from advanced to professional,
Mm-hmm.
that are on Amazon. That you can find them on Amazon,
Mhm.
Amazon, and buy them.
Okay.
And they are kind of clear to try to discover that instrument on your own.
Right.
Yeah.
Who's playing drums these days?
In what sense?
Like, what is the demographics? I mean, boys, girls, the
okay.
age.
That's a nice question.
Yeah.
More and more girls are playing the
Yeah, I'm
instrument.
seeing that, right?
More and more adults are playing that instrument now.
Yeah.
From one thing that I like so much about Dubai is that you get to see so many nationalities.
Yeah.
So we have students from all over the world.
Yeah.
You cannot imagine. So I'm starting to feel like that instrument is very like loved
Mhm.
by a lot of nationalities. Like maybe every country in the world likes rhythm.
Right.
From Africa to America to Latin America
Yeah.
to Europe to
Well, it's the
Asia.
easiest thing. I mean, just like we started, we did a drum roll. So
Yeah,
it's the
yeah.
easiest thing to just
If I
start
give
doing.
you exactly,
Yeah,
I can
right.
start showing you how to pick up the speed, for example, or how
Right.
to maintain like a very solid rhythm.
Yeah.
So
All you need is a table.
yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Can you
that's
show us something?
Now, of course,
Okay.
but with the microphones, it's gonna be a lot of noise because
Okay.
when we do this, this will vibrate the microphone so much. So,
Oh, okay. So we'll
so
do that.
all we hear is.
Okay, we'll save it
We'll see the intro, how the intro will go after
Right.
the.
We'll save it for a private lesson.
Could be.
How do you feel about the future of drumming and the future of Patrick and drumming?
We'll start with drums, then we can talk about the future of the company. Let's say the future
Okay.
of the company. So the future of the instrument, it's only the beginning.
Yeah?
I feel like this instrument will reach more and more houses.
Well, the thing is that when I was young, I'm a different generation than you, parents didn't encourage this kind of instrument because it was loud and it's just, it's a little bit rebellious and everything. So now I think also the mindset has changed about it.
A lot. And, with life is a rhythm. So you cannot avoid the drum rhythm,
Okay.
So drums is a rhythm. So
Right.
kind of everyone could relate to this to the instrument.
Right.
Yeah. And for the future of the company, I have a lot of faith, and I'm looking forward for what the future holds for us, because I feel like we have so much to discover and to give to the world.
Yeah.
And with everything that happened recently to our school and to us personally, it showed that people love what we offer.
Mm-hmm.
And we're getting a lot of reach because of that. A lot of people are sharing our videos. It's a thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, we see the students really get attached to you. They really like you as a teacher, and you're passing that on also to your other teachers and everything at the school.
I try my best, and luckily I'm surrounded by the best team. Which,
you handpick them, very specific.
That's for sure, and they learn so much. And for example, in our team in Dubai, we currently have one of our instructors, I can say two, that used to be our students.
Wow.
And they became instructors, and not only instructors, I think that they can teach better than me, they teach better than me.
Really?
But that's it. This is the power of training. And
yeah, that's amazing when a teacher makes the student better than them. That
Yeah.
talks more about the teacher also.
I'm very proud
Yeah.
to have lived
Yeah.
such experiences. So yeah,
So Patrick, last question.
of course.
What makes the ordinary extraordinary?
Purpose, positivity,
Yeah.
dedication, persistency, consistency.
Can I add something to that?
Yes.
Your smile. You always have this huge smile.
Thank you so
Whatever
much.
you do, yeah.
I have to. Although people
Yeah.
don't know in the back end what goes on.
Yeah.
I get asked a lot, like, how can you stay positive?
Yeah.
And I tell them, little do you know what goes on our daily.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, and maybe this is my comfort zone. This is where I.
In a high stress environment.
And this is what makes me maybe happy, and this is why maybe we were able to make a change.
Right.
In that field. So yeah.
Well, you can feel, like, whenever you talk, you feel that creativity in you is always working in your brain. You're always thinking ahead with new ideas and new projects and vision and everything.
Yes.
So this is creativity is what changes things. Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot to add this. Yeah, creativity is one of the things that makes you different.
Yeah, it does. Patrick, thank you so much.
Thank you for
From
having
the
me
beginning,
here.
I have to say a very heartfelt thank from the beginning for helping me and for being my guest today, being the extraordinary person that you are.
I am honored and very happy to be here, honestly.
Yeah.
You cannot imagine how much.
Yeah, thank you so much for being by my side and for being there for everybody in the drumming world.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
for
we're
all
looking
of this.
forward to seeing all the new projects.
Thank you.
Thank you, Patrick.